Imagine waking up to a day where nothing goes as planned. Your car breaks down, a coworker takes credit for your work, and unexpected bad news disrupts your peace. How do you react? Do you spiral into frustration and anxiety? Or do you remain calm and in control? In a world full of uncertainty and chaos, Stoicism offers a way to navigate life with resilience and inner peace. This ancient philosophy, founded in Athens and later embraced by the Romans, provides a framework for mastering one's emotions, focusing on what truly matters, and cultivating a mindset of strength. Unlike abstract philosophical theories, Stoicism is deeply practical, centered on real-world application. At its core, it teaches a simple yet profound truth. We cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. This perspective has been adopted by some of history's greatest thinkers, leaders, and warriors, including Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. Despite facing wars, betrayals, and immense hardships, they remained composed, rational, and principled. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding and managing them effectively. It shows us that adversity is not an obstacle, but an opportunity to strengthen our character. In today's world, where distractions, stress, and uncertainty dominate, Stoicism is more relevant than ever. By practicing its principles, we can develop mental resilience, cultivate wisdom, and find stability even in difficult times. Whether dealing with work stress, relationship struggles, or unexpected life events, Stoicism provides a timeless guide to maintaining control over our thoughts and actions. If we master our minds, we master our lives. At the heart of Stoicism lies a set of fundamental principles designed to help individuals navigate life with wisdom, resilience, and inner peace. These principles, though rooted in ancient philosophy, remain highly relevant to modern life, where stress, uncertainty, and external pressures constantly challenge our sense of stability. In an era dominated by social media, overwhelming workloads, financial struggles, and the relentless pursuit of success, Stoic principles offer a practical roadmap for maintaining clarity and control. Among the most essential Stoic concepts are the dichotomy of control, the practice of negative visualization, and the pursuit of virtue. By integrating these principles into daily life, individuals can cultivate a mindset that enables them to endure difficulties, remain unshaken by external circumstances, and live with a greater sense of purpose. One of the most transformative Stoic teachings is the dichotomy of control, which reminds us that some things are within our control while others are not. In today's world, people often waste valuable energy stressing over things they cannot change, whether it's the economy, the opinions of others, or unexpected misfortunes. A Stoic, however, focuses solely on what is within their power, their thoughts, decisions, and actions. For example, rather than worrying about whether a job interview will go well, one should focus on preparing thoroughly and presenting themselves confidently. Instead of stressing over how many likes a social media post receives, one should concentrate on expressing themselves authentically. By shifting attention to what can be controlled and accepting what cannot, one reduces anxiety and gains a greater sense of freedom. A simple action step to implement this principle is to start each day by listing 3 things that are within your control and 3 things that are not. This practice reinforces where your focus should be directed, helping you let go of unnecessary stress. Another powerful Stoic exercise is negative visualization, which involves contemplating potential challenges or losses before they occur. While this may seem pessimistic, it actually serves to build resilience and gratitude. In modern life, people frequently take things for granted: health, relationships, financial stability, until they are threatened or lost. By periodically imagining what life would be like without these blessings, one develops a deeper appreciation for them and becomes mentally prepared for hardships. For instance, before going to bed, take a few moments to reflect on the impermanence of life. Consider how you would cope if you lost a particular convenience or opportunity, and remind yourself that nothing is guaranteed. This practice not only enhances gratitude, but also minimizes shock and distress when difficulties inevitably arise. A practical way to apply this principle is by keeping a Stoic journal, in which you reflect on daily experiences and mentally prepare for potential setbacks. The third foundational Stoic principle is the pursuit of virtue, which the Stoics considered the highest good. In a world obsessed with material success, status, and external validation, many people find themselves chasing superficial goals that leave them feeling empty. Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes not from wealth or recognition, but from living a life guided by wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. This means acting with integrity even when no one is watching, speaking the truth even when it is difficult, and prioritizing moral character over fleeting pleasures. A modern way to practice this is by setting personal standards of conduct and holding yourself accountable. Ask yourself daily, did I act with honesty today? Did I make decisions based on my values rather than peer pressure? Did I control my impulses and respond to challenges with patience? By consistently striving to embody these virtues, one develops a stronger sense of self-worth and becomes more resilient to external difficulties. By integrating these Stoic principles into daily life, modern individuals can develop a mindset that enables them to thrive despite life's challenges. Whether dealing with workplace stress, relationship struggles, or the pressures of modern society, the wisdom of Stoicism provides practical guidance for maintaining inner peace and personal strength. In an era where distractions are constant and external pressures dictate what success should look like, setting meaningful goals has never been more crucial. Many people today feel lost, overwhelmed, or unfulfilled because they chase goals that are shaped by societal expectations rather than their true values. Whether it's the pressure to climb the corporate ladder, accumulate wealth, or gain social media recognition, modern individuals often find themselves pursuing achievements that ultimately leave them empty. Stoicism offers a more intentional approach to goal setting, one that focuses on personal growth, virtue, and long-term fulfillment rather than fleeting rewards. Instead of setting goals based purely on external outcomes, such as earning a promotion or buying a luxury car, Stoicism encourages setting goals that are within our control and aligned with our character. A meaningful goal should not depend on external validation, but rather on personal effort, integrity, and self-improvement. One of the best ways to set meaningful goals is by applying the Stoic method of internal versus external goals. An external goal is something that depends on circumstances beyond your control, such as getting hired for a dream job. An internal goal, however, focuses on the effort you put in and the habits you develop, such as becoming highly skilled in your field, learning to communicate effectively, or maintaining discipline in your work ethic. By shifting the focus from external rewards to internal mastery, you not only increase your chances of success, but also ensure that your happiness is not dependent on unpredictable outcomes. For instance, instead of setting a goal to lose 20 pounds, shift the focus to building a sustainable fitness routine, eating healthier, and staying consistent. This way, even if progress is slow, you still feel accomplished because the effort itself becomes the reward. A simple action step to integrate this principle is to review your goals and ask yourself, are they focused on my effort and character, or are they dependent on external factors? If they lean too much on external outcomes, reframe them into goals that emphasize personal growth. Another key aspect of setting meaningful goals is practicing voluntary discomfort, a Stoic exercise that strengthens resilience and discipline. In today's world of instant gratification, many people struggle with patience and perseverance. They want quick results, whether in fitness, career, or relationships, and when progress is slow, they become discouraged. The Stoics believe that exposing oneself to discomfort intentionally helps build the mental toughness required to stay committed to long-term goals. This can mean waking up earlier to work on personal projects, taking cold showers to develop resilience, or setting limits on social media to improve focus. By regularly challenging yourself in small ways, you build the ability to endure setbacks without losing motivation. A practical way to implement this is to incorporate one voluntary discomfort practice each week, something slightly challenging but beneficial, such as fasting for a few hours, walking instead of driving, or resisting unnecessary purchases. Over time, these small challenges train the mind to stay committed to goals even when the journey becomes difficult. Finally, reflecting on progress without self-judgment is essential for maintaining motivation and avoiding burnout. Many people today suffer from self-doubt and imposter syndrome, feeling as if they're never doing enough. Instead of measuring success by perfection, the Stoics advised focusing on continuous improvement. Keeping a Stoic progress journal can help. Each night, take a few minutes to reflect on what you did well, what could be improved, and what lessons you learned. Rather than harsh self-criticism, treat setbacks as learning opportunities. This not only helps refine your goals, but also cultivates a growth mindset that keeps you motivated in the long run. By applying these Stoic strategies, shifting focus to internal goals, embracing voluntary discomfort, and tracking progress mindfully, modern individuals can set goals that lead to genuine fulfillment rather than fleeting validation. Whether in personal development, career ambitions, or relationships, aligning goals with one's values and efforts ensures lasting satisfaction and resilience in the face of challenges. In today's world, courage is often misunderstood. Many associate it with grand, heroic acts, running into burning buildings, standing alone against oppression, or making life-or-death decisions. While these are indeed courageous acts, true courage in daily life manifests in much subtler, yet equally significant ways. It takes courage to speak up in a meeting when your opinion goes against the majority, to start a new career path when you fear failure, to walk away from toxic relationships, or to simply be yourself in a world that pressures you to conform. Modern life presents countless situations where fear holds people back. Fear of judgment, failure, rejection, or uncertainty. The Stoics saw courage as a fundamental virtue because it is the foundation of all meaningful action. Without courage, wisdom cannot be acted upon, justice cannot be upheld, and self-discipline cannot be maintained. Cultivating courage is essential for anyone who wants to break free from fear-driven decisions and live with authenticity and confidence. One of the most effective ways to develop courage is by practicing small acts of bravery daily. Just as physical strength is built through consistent exercise, mental and emotional courage must be strengthened through repeated exposure to discomfort. A simple action step is to identify something you've been avoiding out of fear and take one small step toward facing it. If you're afraid of public speaking, volunteer to share a short thought in a group discussion. If you struggle with confrontation, practice asserting yourself in minor situations, such as returning an incorrect order at a restaurant. By tackling small fears consistently, you build the courage to face larger challenges over time. Another Stoic strategy for cultivating courage is visualizing the worst-case scenario and preparing for it. Many people let fear paralyze them because they imagine the worst outcome without actually analyzing whether they could handle it. Marcus Aurelius and Seneca both advised a technique called premeditatio malorum, mentally rehearsing potential difficulties so that when they occur, they don't feel overwhelming. If you're afraid of switching careers, take a moment to ask yourself, what is the absolute worst thing that could happen? Could I survive it? Most of the time, the worst-case scenario is not as catastrophic as our minds make it seem. To apply this, take a situation that's causing you fear and write down the absolute worst outcome, along with a plan to deal with it. This will reduce anxiety and make the challenge seem more manageable. Additionally, facing voluntary discomfort helps build courage by making hardship feel less intimidating. The modern world is designed for convenience, making it easy to avoid discomfort, but this also weakens resilience. The Stoics often practiced voluntary hardship, such as sleeping on the floor or fasting for a day, to remind themselves that they could endure difficulties. In modern life, this can be applied by stepping outside your comfort zone intentionally, taking cold showers, engaging in difficult conversations, or challenging yourself physically through tough workouts. The goal is not to suffer unnecessarily, but to train the mind to handle adversity without fear. Lastly, acting despite fear is the key to real courage. Many people wait until they feel fearless before taking action, but courage is not the absence of fear. It is acting in spite of it. Seneca put it simply, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Fear will always exist, but it loses power when you move forward regardless. A practical way to do this is to set a personal courage challenge. Each week, choose one thing that makes you uncomfortable and commit to doing it. Whether it's speaking up, starting a project you've been postponing, or confronting a difficult situation, each act of courage strengthens your ability to face future challenges. By practicing small acts of bravery, preparing for worst-case scenarios, embracing voluntary discomfort, and taking action despite fear, modern individuals can cultivate the Stoic virtue of courage. In a world where fear is often the biggest barrier to personal and professional growth, developing this virtue allows people to live with authenticity, confidence, and a greater sense of control over their own lives. Resilience is one of the most crucial skills for navigating modern life. With constant uncertainties, economic downturns, job loss, relationship struggles, health crises, or even daily stress, life can feel overwhelming. Many people crumble under pressure, feeling powerless against external circumstances. However, the Stoics believe that challenges are not obstacles but opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This mindset shift, from seeing challenges as roadblocks to viewing them as necessary trials that strengthen character, builds resilience. In a world where instant gratification is expected, many lack the patience and endurance to persist through adversity. But resilience is not something you either have or don't. It is a skill that can be cultivated through deliberate practice. One of the first steps to building resilience is changing your perspective on hardship. Instead of viewing difficulties as personal failures or punishments, reframe them as tests that force you to develop new skills, wisdom, and mental strength. The next time you face a setback, ask yourself, how can this make me stronger? What did I learn from this? Keeping a journal of past challenges and how you overcame them can serve as a reminder that you are more capable than you think. This reinforces the idea that struggle is not something to fear, but something to embrace. Another essential practice is developing emotional discipline. In today's world, emotions often dictate behavior. People give up on goals because they don't feel motivated, or they let anger and frustration control their actions. The Stoics trained themselves to separate emotion from action, ensuring that their decisions were guided by reason rather than impulse. One way to develop this skill is through the practice of voluntary discomfort. If you intentionally expose yourself to small, controlled hardships, such as taking a cold shower, fasting for a few hours, or engaging in physically or mentally challenging tasks, you train your mind to endure discomfort without panicking. The more you practice enduring small difficulties, the better prepared you are to handle larger ones. Resilience also requires building a strong internal locus of control. The belief that you are responsible for how you respond to situations, even if you can't control external events. Many people blame external factors for their misfortunes, which only makes them feel powerless. Instead, practice focusing on what is within your control. If you lose your job, you cannot change that fact, but you can control how you respond by improving your skills, networking, and searching for new opportunities. Each time you consciously choose to focus on solutions rather than problems, you strengthen your ability to remain calm and proactive in adversity. Another key aspect of resilience is accepting impermanence. Modern society often promotes the illusion of stability, secure jobs, lifelong relationships, predictable futures, but the reality is that change is inevitable. The Stoics practiced memento mori, the reminder of mortality, to accept that everything in life is temporary. This does not mean becoming indifferent or pessimistic, but rather preparing mentally for the reality that everything can change. A useful action step is to occasionally reflect on what you would do if something you depended on were suddenly taken away. How would you adapt? What alternative plans would you have? Thinking about these scenarios in advance prevents panic when life inevitably shifts. Lastly, resilience is strengthened through consistent small acts of perseverance. Many people expect immediate results and give up when they don't see progress. However, the ability to keep going despite setbacks is what separates those who succeed from those who quit. A simple practice is to set micro-challenges for yourself, small tasks that require effort and persistence, such as exercising even when you don't feel like it, reading a difficult book, or working on a skill daily. Completing these small challenges builds confidence and strengthens your ability to handle larger challenges in the future. By shifting your perspective on adversity, training emotional discipline, strengthening your internal locus of control, accepting change, and practicing perseverance, you can develop unshakable resilience. In a fast-changing world full of unexpected difficulties, this skill is not just useful. It is essential for long-term success and inner peace. In a world filled with unpredictability, disappointments, and setbacks, many people struggle with frustration, regret, and resentment over circumstances beyond their control. They wish things had turned out differently, replay past mistakes, or resist reality, leading to unnecessary suffering. The Stoic principle of amor fati, love of fate, offers a powerful alternative. Instead of merely accepting what happens, one should embrace and even love it. This idea, famously practiced by philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and later Friedrich Nietzsche, teaches that every event, good or bad, is not just something to endure, but something to welcome as necessary for growth. When applied to modern life, amor fati can transform how people approach challenges, disappointments, and uncertainties, making them more adaptable, resilient, and at peace. One of the most immediate ways to practice amor fati is to reframe difficulties as part of your personal path. Instead of thinking, "Why is this happening to me?" shift your mindset to "This is happening for me." If you lose your job, go through a breakup, or face financial hardship, instead of resisting reality, view it as an opportunity to pivot, learn, or grow in ways you wouldn't have otherwise. A practical exercise is to write down past hardships and identify the positive changes that resulted from them. Perhaps a past failure led to a better career, a heartbreak led to greater self-awareness, or a rejection forced you to improve in unexpected ways. This simple exercise reinforces that life does not happen to you, but for you. Another key practice is letting go of counterproductive regret and resentment. Many people waste mental energy dwelling on what could have been or blaming others for their misfortunes. However, amor fati teaches that everything that has happened was meant to happen exactly as it did. Instead of arguing with reality, remind yourself, it could not have happened any other way because it didn't. This does not mean avoiding responsibility for mistakes, but rather accepting that dwelling on the past changes nothing. If you find yourself caught in a cycle of regret, a useful action is to set a time limit for reflection. Allow yourself 10 minutes to process, then shift your focus to what can be done moving forward. Practicing amor fati also involves embracing the unknown with trust rather than fear. In modern life, many people experience anxiety over the future, uncertainty in careers, relationships, finances, and health. But instead of fearing uncertainty, view it as an adventure. Each unexpected turn in life is an opportunity to develop new skills, meet new people, or experience personal transformation. One small but powerful habit is to say yes to life's unexpected challenges. If an opportunity arises that feels intimidating or if a plan falls apart, instead of resisting, say, "Let's see where this leads." By adopting this mindset, you develop confidence that whatever happens is guiding you towards something valuable. A simple but effective exercise to internalize amor fati is daily gratitude for all events, not just the pleasant ones. At the end of each day, write down not only what went well, but also one difficult event that you are choosing to appreciate. Maybe a conflict at work taught you patience, a rejection taught you resilience, or a setback made you rethink your priorities. Over time, this habit rewires the brain to naturally seek the hidden benefits in every situation, making acceptance and even love for fate second nature. Ultimately, a more fatty is a radical acceptance of life as it is, not as we wish it to be. By embracing reality fully, both its joys and its hardships, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and develop an unshakable inner peace. In a world that constantly changes in ways we cannot predict or control, loving fate is not just a philosophical concept, but a practical key to happiness and strength. In modern life, insults and injustices come in many forms. Harsh words from a coworker, online criticism, unfair treatment at work, or being misjudged by others. Many people allow these external attacks to dictate their emotions, reacting with anger, hurt, or frustration. However, the Stoics believe that insults and injustice only have power over us if we allow them to. As Epictetus said, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. In other words, an insult is only as damaging as the importance we assign to it. In a world where social media amplifies negativity and workplace competition can feel ruthless, adopting a Stoic approach to handling insults and injustice can lead to greater peace, self-control, and resilience. One of the most effective Stoic strategies for handling insults is emotional detachment, treating insults as meaningless words rather than personal attacks. If someone insults you, pause and ask, is this statement true? If it is, take it as constructive feedback and use it for growth. If it is false, why let a lie affect your peace of mind? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Instead of reacting impulsively to an insult, train yourself to observe it with indifference. A practical exercise is to visualize yourself as an immovable rock in the ocean. The waves of insults and negativity crash against you, but you remain unshaken. Over time, this practice builds an inner strength that makes you immune to petty attacks. When facing injustice, such as workplace favoritism, unfair accusations, or societal bias, Stoicism teaches a balance between acceptance and action. Some injustices are beyond our control, and resisting them only drains our energy. However, others require a calm, strategic response. Instead of reacting emotionally, assess the situation logically. Is this something I can change? If so, what is the most effective way to address it? In professional settings, documenting unfair treatment and responding with composure often yields better results than reacting with anger. If a situation is truly unchangeable, shifting focus to what can be controlled, such as improving one's skills, seeking new opportunities, or mentally reframing the situation, prevents unnecessary suffering. A simple but powerful exercise for handling insults and injustice is the view from above technique, a Stoic visualization method where you step outside your personal perspective and see the situation from a higher level. Imagine yourself observing the situation from space. Suddenly, the insult or injustice seems insignificant in the vastness of time and the universe. Will this issue matter in a year? In 10 years? Likely not. This shift in perspective can prevent overreactions and help maintain composure. Lastly, practice responding with silence or humor. One of the best ways to disarm an insult is to refuse to take it seriously. Instead of arguing, a well-placed smile, a humorous remark, or even silence can demonstrate confidence and prevent unnecessary conflict. The Roman Stoic Cato was known for ignoring insults entirely, showing that they had no effect on him. In the digital age, where online arguments and negativity are rampant, applying this principle, choosing not to engage, can protect one's mental peace. By mastering these Stoic techniques, modern individuals can develop an unshakable mindset that renders insults powerless and turns injustice into an opportunity for growth. Instead of allowing others to control their emotions, they regain full control over their responses, leading to greater confidence, clarity, and peace. In a world where distractions are endless, competition is fierce, and self-doubt is common, the pursuit of self-improvement can feel overwhelming. Many people struggle with procrastination, fear of failure, or the pressure to meet society's expectations. However, the Stoic approach to self-improvement is not about chasing perfection or comparing oneself to others. It is about continuous progress, focusing on what is within our control and cultivating virtues that lead to long-term fulfillment. As Seneca wisely stated, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Self-improvement is not a destination, but a lifelong commitment to becoming a better version of oneself each day. One of the core Stoic principles in personal growth is self-reflection. Modern life often pushes people into autopilot mode, where they react to circumstances without deeper awareness. To break this cycle, practice daily reflection. Each night, take a few minutes to review your actions, thoughts, and emotions. Ask yourself, did I act according to my values today? Or did I let emotions control me? What small improvement can I make tomorrow? Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, kept a journal to reflect on his thoughts and behaviors. This simple habit can help clarify your goals and keep you accountable for your growth. Another key Stoic practice is embracing discomfort as a tool for growth. In modern life, comfort is easily accessible. Food is delivered with a tap. Entertainment is endless, and challenges can often be avoided. However, avoiding discomfort leads to stagnation. To build resilience and improve, deliberately seek challenges. This could mean pushing yourself in fitness by taking cold showers or waking up earlier, challenging your mind by reading difficult books, or developing discipline by reducing screen time. The Stoics believed that voluntary hardship, putting oneself through controlled discomfort, builds mental toughness and prepares you for real adversity. Start small. Choose to walk instead of taking the elevator, speak up in meetings despite fear, or spend time away from digital distractions. These small actions strengthen your ability to face life's difficulties with confidence. Additionally, focus on progress, not perfection. Many people delay self-improvement because they fear not being good enough. The Stoics remind us that the goal is not flawlessness, but steady, consistent growth. Instead of setting overwhelming expectations, break goals into manageable steps. If you want to become more disciplined, start with a small daily habit. Wake up 10 minutes earlier, write one sentence a day, or exercise for 5 minutes. The compound effect of small actions leads to significant growth over time. Lastly, surround yourself with people who inspire growth. The company you keep greatly influences your mindset and habits. In a modern digital age, this also applies to the content you consume. If you spend hours on negative news, unproductive social media, or toxic conversations, it will be harder to improve. Instead, seek out mentors, books, podcasts, and communities that encourage self-development. Engage in discussions that challenge your thinking, and avoid people who drain your energy with complaints and negativity. As Epictetus said, the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Self-improvement is not about achieving status, wealth, or external validation. It is about becoming wiser, more resilient, and more in control of your life. By incorporating daily reflection, embracing discomfort, focusing on progress, and surrounding yourself with growth-oriented influences, you will steadily build a stronger, more capable version of yourself. The key is to start today, no matter how small the step. Change is one of life's few certainties, yet many people struggle with it. In today's fast-paced world, unexpected events, job loss, economic shifts, technological advancements, personal setbacks can create stress and uncertainty. The fear of the unknown often paralyzes individuals, making them resist change rather than embrace it. However, Stoicism teaches that change is neither inherently good nor bad. It simply is. Our power lies not in resisting change, but in adjusting our mindset to navigate it effectively. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. To thrive in an ever-changing world, we must cultivate flexibility, resilience, and an open mind. One way to develop adaptability is by practicing the discipline of perception, learning to see change as an opportunity rather than a threat. When facing an unexpected transition, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? For example, losing a job, while difficult, might be an opportunity to pivot toward a more fulfilling career. A personal failure can be a lesson that leads to greater wisdom. By shifting perspective, you reclaim control over how you experience change. The more you train your mind to find growth in uncertainty, the less fear it will hold over you. Another crucial Stoic practice is focusing on what is within your control. Many people waste energy worrying about circumstances beyond their influence, such as corporate layoffs, relationship changes, or economic downturns. Instead of resisting inevitable shifts, redirect your energy toward proactive solutions. If a company restructures, update your skills. If a relationship ends, focus on self-improvement. When industries evolve due to technology, embrace lifelong learning. Taking action where you have power not only reduces stress, but also builds confidence in your ability to handle change. Additionally, embrace voluntary discomfort to build resilience. If you are accustomed to comfort and predictability, sudden changes will feel overwhelming. However, by deliberately stepping outside your comfort zone, whether by learning new skills, facing social discomfort, or taking on unfamiliar challenges, you train your mind to handle uncertainty with ease. Start small, take a different route to work, engage in difficult conversations, or try a new activity. The more you expose yourself to uncertainty, the more adaptable you become. Lastly, develop a strong internal foundation. External circumstances will always change, but if you cultivate inner stability through self-awareness and purpose, you will not be easily shaken. Journaling, mindfulness, and philosophy can help ground you. Remind yourself that change is a natural part of life, and resistance only prolongs suffering. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Instead of fearing change, choose to grow through it. By training your mind to accept, adapt, and take purposeful action, you transform challenges into opportunities and become more equipped to handle whatever life brings. In an era where digital interactions often replace face-to-face connections, many people struggle with loneliness, shallow relationships, and social anxiety. Despite the illusion of connectivity through social media, meaningful relationships, those built on trust, mutual growth, and virtue, are increasingly rare. Stoicism provides timeless wisdom on cultivating deep, meaningful friendships that stand the test of time. The Stoics believe that friendships should be based on shared values, honesty, and the pursuit of virtue rather than convenience, status, or superficial interests. Seneca famously stated, "One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood." In today's world, where friendships are often transactional, adopting a Stoic approach to relationships can lead to more fulfilling social connections. To build strong friendships, first focus on quality over quantity. Many people feel pressured to maintain a large social circle, but having a few close, trustworthy friends is far more valuable than having dozens of acquaintances. Ask yourself, are my friendships helping me grow as a person? Do they encourage honesty, wisdom, and self-improvement? If not, it may be time to reassess who you invest your time in. Prioritize friends who challenge you to be better, who offer support without expecting anything in return, and who are aligned with your values. Another crucial step is practicing virtue in relationships. Modern friendships often fall apart due to misunderstandings, ego clashes, or self-interest. To develop strong bonds, practice patience, active listening, and honesty. Avoid gossip, jealousy, and unnecessary conflict. If a friend offends you, apply Stoic principles. Pause before reacting, assess whether their words truly harm you, and choose a rational response rather than emotional retaliation. Marcus Aurelius advised, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. But I have seen the beauty of good, and I know that no wrongdoer can harm me. Instead of expecting perfection, accept that people have flaws and focus on responding with wisdom and grace. In addition, be a friend worth having. Many people seek companionship, but fail to embody the qualities they desire in others. If you want loyal, kind, and wise friends, strive to be loyal, kind, and wise yourself. Offer support without keeping score, give without expecting returns, and be present during both good times and hardships. Friendship is a two-way street, and by becoming a source of strength and integrity, you naturally attract those who share similar values. Lastly, learn to let go of toxic relationships. If a friendship is built on manipulation, dishonesty, or emotional drain, it is not a true friendship. The Stoics remind us that we should not cling to people out of fear of loneliness. If a relationship no longer serves your personal growth, it is okay to walk away. Letting go of negative influences creates space for healthier, more enriching connections. In a world full of distractions and shallow interactions, applying Stoic principles to friendships can help you build deeper, more fulfilling relationships. By focusing on virtue, choosing quality over quantity, and being the kind of friend you seek, you create a social circle that enriches your life and helps you navigate challenges with wisdom and support. In today's fast-paced world, inner peace often feels elusive. The demands of work, financial pressures, social expectations, and the constant bombardment of information can leave people feeling anxious, overwhelmed, and mentally exhausted. Modern life is filled with uncertainty, from global crises to personal struggles, making it more important than ever to cultivate mental resilience. Stoicism offers a practical approach to finding inner peace by focusing on what we can control, letting go of what we cannot, and developing a mindset that is unshaken by external events. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. To cultivate inner peace, start by practicing mindfulness and presence. Many people suffer from stress because they dwell on the past or worry about the future, neither of which they can change. Instead, focus on the present moment. Develop a daily habit of deep breathing, meditation, or simply taking a few moments to slow down and observe your thoughts without judgment. When faced with a stressful situation, ask yourself, is this within my control? If it isn't, remind yourself that worrying will not change the outcome. Redirect your energy toward actions that improve your situation. Another essential practice is detaching from external validation. Modern society places immense pressure on people to seek approval through social media, career achievements, and material success. However, true peace comes from internal validation, knowing that you are acting with integrity, wisdom, and purpose, regardless of how others perceive you. Epictetus reminds us, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Do not let fear of judgment dictate your actions. Set your own standards for success and live according to your values. Additionally, build mental resilience through adversity. Life will inevitably present hardships, job loss, heartbreak, failure, illness, but suffering is not caused by these events themselves, but by how we perceive them. Instead of viewing difficulties as unfair burdens, see them as opportunities for growth. When faced with a challenge, reframe your mindset. What can I learn from this? How can I become stronger through this experience? The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, visualizing worst-case scenarios, helps build emotional preparedness. By mentally rehearsing difficulties, you reduce fear and increase your ability to handle setbacks with composure. Another powerful strategy is simplifying your life. Many people unknowingly create stress by chasing too many goals, accumulating unnecessary responsibilities, or overloading their schedules. Simplicity brings clarity. Evaluate your commitments and let go of anything that does not align with your values. Prioritize what truly matters: your health, personal growth, meaningful relationships, and eliminate distractions that drain your energy. Finally, develop a gratitude mindset. Instead of focusing on what is missing or what is going wrong, train your mind to appreciate what you have. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. This simple habit shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, helping you find contentment even in difficult times. By embracing Stoic principles, modern individuals can develop inner peace and mental strength amidst life's chaos. Through mindfulness, emotional resilience, self-discipline, and gratitude, you can navigate life with a calm, unshakable mind, turning obstacles into opportunities and finding peace within yourself, no matter what the external world throws your way. In a world where stress, uncertainty, and distractions dominate daily life, building mental strength is crucial for navigating challenges with clarity and confidence. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy rooted in resilience and self-mastery, provides a framework for developing an unshakable mind. By internalizing these 10 Stoic principles, modern individuals can cultivate a mindset that remains calm and composed in the face of adversity. 1. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. Many people waste energy stressing over things beyond their control, traffic, other people's opinions, unexpected setbacks. Instead, focus on your responses, actions, and mindset. Next time you face an obstacle, ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, let it go. 2. Embrace discomfort and challenge. Modern convenience has made people averse to discomfort. However, real growth happens through struggle. Adopt voluntary hardship. Take cold showers, exercise discipline in diet and spending, or embrace moments of solitude. This strengthens mental resilience. 3. Practice negative visualization. Expecting everything to go smoothly leads to frustration. Instead, prepare for adversity. Before an important event, consider possible setbacks and mentally rehearse how you would handle them. This reduces anxiety and increases adaptability. 4. Cultivate emotional discipline. Reacting impulsively to frustration, anger, or fear often worsen situations. Train yourself to pause before responding. If someone insults you, take a deep breath and ask, does their opinion define me? Responding with composure demonstrates strength. 5. Live with purpose and integrity. Many feel lost or unfulfilled because they lack clear values. Define your guiding principles and make decisions aligned with them. Whether in work, relationships, or personal growth, act with honesty, discipline, and purpose. 6. Detach from external validation. Seeking approval from others leads to insecurity. True confidence comes from within. Stop comparing yourself to social media highlights and focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Ask, would I still pursue this if no one was watching? 7. Take responsibility for your life. Blaming circumstances or others for your struggles leads to stagnation. Own your choices, your mindset, and your progress. Even if life is unfair, your reaction is always within your control. Choose self-improvement over self-pity. 8. Find strength in adversity. Hardships are not punishments. They are opportunities to build resilience. When facing difficulties, shift your perspective. How can this situation make me stronger? Every challenge is a lesson that prepares you for the next. 9. Simplify your life. Excessive materialism, overcommitment, and distractions drain energy. Declutter your mind and lifestyle. Prioritize meaningful activities. Cultivate deep relationships and eliminate unnecessary stressors. Less noise, more focus. 10. Practice gratitude daily. Modern life promotes dissatisfaction, always chasing more, fearing loss, or resenting what we lack. Combat this by reflecting on what you already have. Each morning, list 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts focus from scarcity to abundance. By integrating these Stoic principles into daily life, individuals can develop a strong mind capable of withstanding modern pressures. Mental strength is not about avoiding hardship, but about facing it with courage, wisdom, and unwavering composure. In today's hyper-connected world, criticism and insults are unavoidable. Whether it's a harsh comment from a coworker, a disagreement with a friend, or an anonymous insult on social media, modern life constantly tests our emotional resilience. Many people let these negative interactions ruin their day, lowering their self-esteem and triggering emotional reactions that only escalate the situation. However, Stoicism teaches that we cannot control what others say or think about us, only how we respond. If we master this mindset, we can transform criticism from a source of frustration into an opportunity for growth and self-mastery. The first step in handling criticism with grace is detachment. When someone insults or criticizes you, pause before reacting. Ask yourself, does this comment define me? Is it worth my energy? Most insults reveal more about the person delivering them than about you. By refusing to take offense, you maintain control over your emotions and prevent others from dictating your inner peace. When an insult comes your way, visualize it as a breeze passing by. Acknowledge it, but don't let it shake your foundation. Next, analyze the criticism objectively. Not all criticism is harmful. Some contain valuable insights. Instead of immediately rejecting negative feedback, ask yourself, is there any truth in this? Can I learn something from it? If the critique is valid, use it to improve. If it's baseless or meant to provoke you, dismiss it without emotional involvement. This shift in perspective turns criticism into a tool for self-improvement rather than a source of distress. Another powerful technique is reframing insults with humor and indifference. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, reminded himself that what others say is merely noise unless we give it meaning. If someone mocks you, respond with a calm, even humorous remark. By refusing to be offended, you take away their power to upset you. For example, if someone calls you lazy but you know you work hard, simply smile and say, I guess I should take a break then. This response diffuses tension and signals confidence. Finally, practice self-validation instead of seeking external approval. Many people fear criticism because they tie their self-worth to others' opinions. However, the Stoics taught that true confidence comes from within. Set your own standards for success, and as long as you act with integrity and purpose, others' words lose their sting. When you know who you are and what you stand for, insults become irrelevant. In a world where negativity is everywhere, mastering the art of handling criticism with grace is a superpower. The next time someone criticizes or insults you, pause, detach, analyze, and respond with wisdom. By doing so, you maintain your peace, strengthen your character, and embody true Stoic resilience. I sincerely appreciate you taking the time to engage with this content. In a world full of distractions and endless information, your decision to reflect on Stoic wisdom and its modern applications is a testament to your dedication to self-improvement. Life presents challenges every day, but by adopting a Stoic mindset, you are equipping yourself with the mental strength, resilience, and clarity needed to navigate them with grace. Thank you for your curiosity, your willingness to learn, and your commitment to growth. I hope this content has provided you with valuable insights and actionable steps to cultivate inner peace, face adversity with courage, and build a mindset that thrives in any situation. Your journey toward a stronger mind and a more fulfilling life is ongoing, and I encourage you to continue applying these principles in your daily life. Stay strong, stay mindful, and keep striving to be the best version of yourself. Thank you once again for being here.